Hi, I'm Lana with Lana's Music Studio, and this is my second lesson about rhythm and how to read the rhythms, how to understand them. In previous lesson we talk about beat and rhythm, and we find out that beat is always even and our way to measure time, and rhythm is always depends on how many notes we have per beat. So let's talk about what actually we can do, how we can understand that. And before we start doing it, I want to show you a really cool thing. This is the coin, and this coin was silver. Of course, this was not silver, it's just a replica from the museum. But anyways, this coin is called Spanish silver dollar. And Spanish silver dollar was very popular because it was one of the first, actually the first coin that was produced on the mint versus just doing handmade. So because it was produced in the factory, it had exactly the same weight of silver, and that's why that was so important. It was used in 17th, 18th, 19th centuries, I believe, throughout all United States and Mexico, and it was called Spanish silver dollar. It's pretty expensive coin. It was pretty good coin to do the all kind of trade payments. Anyways, but the problem was this coin never had any cents or dimes or quarters. It was just one piece of silver. So what they can do, if you don't want to pay the whole dollar, of course, what you do, you just cut the part of it and have a half of dollar, right? Here we go, here's your half of dollar. Alright, what if you don't want to pay half of dollar? You're buying something not very expensive. You don't want to pay half of dollar. What do? You cut it again in two and you get 2 quarters. Okay, those 2 quarters, basically that's how those quarters look like. And if you don't want to pay the whole quarter, you're buying something really small, you will cut it in 2 parts again, and you will get the 8ths, which looks like kind of like a pizza slices, like this. Okay. Alright, so how does it really apply to music? Music does the same binary system. So we always cut into everything. And let me show you my screen where we have everything to see. And let's go for that. When we talk about beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Most of times your beat will be in quarters. Well, in my case it's coin like this. Not always. Sometimes we have very fast beat in 8ths. Sometimes we have a slow ones in halves. But most common probably will be a quarter. And let's take it as an example. And let's say we'll make a little dollar in here. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Does it make a dollar altogether? Yes, it does. So we separate it with a bar line. Now, each hour beat is a quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many beat will be in a half? It will be 2, right? Because it's 1, 2. It's similar to this. You see, you can make the half out of 2 quarters. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We need another one, something to fill it on 3, 4. Here we go, 3, 4. So that makes the whole dollar again. We'll put the border line. And we'll do something else. Let's say we'll do 1, 2. And we'll make a half note in the end of this structure. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll put the border line again, and we'll have the whole dollar in the end, which takes how many quarters? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. So this is how the rhythm can be organized in time. Now, distance between two bars is called a measure. So we have a first measure, second measure, third measure, and fourth measure. Now we can play it on any key and count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now can we rearrange the stuff? Yes, we can. If we'll have each measure has $1. Let's make it, for instance, just change it this way. Okay, we have $1 here, $1 here. We can make this one in here. Okay, remember that half note takes 2 beats, 2 quarters in it. Now let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what you can do at home, you can make your own little coins like this and play around with this as much as you want. I would suggest you to do 4 measures, or if you're really inventive, you can do 8 measures, because music is very much counts on, again, whole, half, quarter, 8, and stuff like this. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Basically like computers work, actually, the same way. And I think this is how our bodies work when they grow, when the cells are splitting in two all the time, and that's how the growth goes. Rule of life. Okay, now let's talk about the 8s. So let's say we keep that whole note in the end. It's like a long note, is like a dot in a sentence. And we will just break one of those quarters in 2. Okay, here we go. So I have. All right, let's go to here, and we will take this quarter away. And here's our 8s. So really, what we did, we break the 1/4 into little pieces. Why they call 8s? Because we need 8 of them to make the whole note. All right, so how do we count it? We cannot count this 2 because our 2 was here, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? What can we do? We say and. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And what if I want to, let's say, replace those guys? So there will be 1 and 2 and. Let's replace them into 8s. 1 and that is 2 and. 2 and. Okay, now let's try to play that. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how it goes. You can throw those 8s anywhere you want to. Let's say I can replace this. I will make all of them like that. So 1 and 2 and 3 and what we're missing? We're missing the 4. Here we go. 4 and here. Half and half. So 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's play it. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Now, what if we'll have a waltz? Now, right now we have to deal with 4 quarters per measure. And what happens here when you start reading that music, you will see something like that. In the beginning of the line, it will say 4 4. This is called time signature. It tells you how many beat you will have in a measure. How many beat per measure. How many beat per measure? All right, on the bottom note, bottom number tells you what is the beat. There you go. What is the beat? So quarters are indicated by number 4. Guess why? Because you need 4 of them to make the whole, right? Our time signature can be reflecting different type of beat. We can have 3 quarters, which means you have 3 beat per measure, and each beat is a quarter. We can have 6 eighths, which means we have 6 beat per measure, and each beat is the 8. We can sometimes have even really slow music. It's mostly like Baroque type of music, really old one, and it can be 3 halves. It's really slow. Okay, that's called time signature. It tells you how many beat per measure you have and what is your beat. All right, everything is hopefully understandable. If not, just shoot me your questions. And now we are going to do the 3 quarters now. All right, so we'll take away everything, and now each our measure will have 3 quarters. I'll just practice on that. We cannot do this one because this is 4 quarters, right? We need to have 3 quarters, so we'll take this away and we'll do a new rhythm. We'll have 1, 2, 3 notes per beat. Okay, very nice. 1, 2, 3. Then we have another one. Let's say 1, 2, and we'll put another quarter in here, 3. And we'll have another. Oh, we'll do this. 1, 2, 3. And the last but not least will be a half note, actually half note with a dot. Let me show you how it goes. It's actually the same thing, but in music what we do, we will put the dot in the end instead of adding 1 more quarter, because dot gives you half of value of the note. So let's put the dot. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, or it can be written this way: 1, 2 with dot 3. Now let's try to play it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can it be replaced with 8? Yes, sure, we can do that. Any beat we can replace. We can replace that. It's still the same counts. We can make this one 8 instead of quarter. Well, let's do that. Here we go. All right. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's how we actually deal with all those quarters, halves, wholes, and eighths. And next lesson I will show you how it's looking on the writing on the paper, because of course we're not going to play with coins when we're writing everything. Now, if you like my lesson, please follow me and visit my website. It's lana-piano.com, and I do offer online lessons on Zoom or Skype or whatever you have available. And please contact me if you're interested in studying music with me. You can contact me through my website, and I appreciate you coming and listen to my lecture. Thank you. Have a great day.